window rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body.
We're starting now, Ricky.
We started like 20 minutes ago, Shoky.
But we're actually starting now.
Just so you don't ask the question.
Yeah.
Are we starting the recording now?
Oh,
well, actually, we started recording 17 minutes ago.
Now you've made it awkward.
Now we've checked all those boxes. We can fuck off to the actual show now.
There we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Now You Made It Awkward Top 5. And I am Shoky. Hi. Hello, patrons watching. Yes. Over here to my left, technically my right, I do have a Ricky.
What's going on, y'all?
Well,
that was my Brian Adams dismissive wave.
Everyone has now changed their name. Also, if you're not on the Patreon, you won't know about the Brian Adams story. So if you want to hear some of that, plus the uncut side of this, and see us on video, by all means, sign up for the Patreon link in the description.
And if you want to see the cut version of Ricky, you have to pay extra.
That's his OnlyFans, and we don't support this. So, and then down there in the other corner, we have the Rusty Mechanic.
Hey, everybody, I'm the Rusty Mechanic.
You can follow him at all the Rusty Mechanic links down below as well.
Just Google Rusty Trombone.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And he did recently hit 1,000 subscribers on his channel, and he will be sending me some type of Fans Toys thing for me to hate.
And I will be unsubscribing from his channel.
It's okay. And then down here below me is...
You gotta say his name. You gotta say his name.
I will say it's Shaun Big Daddy Diesel is technically his name.
It's Big Old Dong.
Yeah. Well, to you it might be. So
yeah.
Some of us don't see it as that big. So either way.
I guess it's all subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective. So we have Shaun down here. Shaun actually here, quote unquote, live instead of writing in, but it's cool. I appreciate you actually making it.
Belated birthday gift for Ricky. Yay!
There you go.
Yay!
There you go. And today we're doing our top 5 movie theme songs, sort of. There's a minor caveat, but it's okay. I'm letting it slide this time, even though I'm ballistically
There's
angry
no fucking caveat. It's a song that makes you think of a movie. Done. Yeah. And it's not a character theme.
Yeah, technically I was going for movie theme songs, and we'll come back later and do favorite scores from movies. It's fine. Ricky's list will be the same.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to do, like you said earlier, I'm going to do actual songs on the next one just to
I figured you're going to be a dickhead. So, by the way, Shaun, did you ever get your mug?
No.
Okay. Is it just not come yet, or has it disappeared?
Yes.
So I did get an email. It wasn't a shipping email. It was just your order confirmation email.
I got you.
Yeah, they take weeks ago. That was.
They take a while on the mugs for whatever reason. I just wanted to make sure because my last one got lost due to the post office. But
did you give him the one with his quote? Is that the
mug he bought the Learn to Retard mug with his face on it. Best quote. If you want to buy any of those things, you can do so at the store in the link.
If you are offended by any of that thing, that's the guy.
He said it. Shaun literally said this in our chat. That is why I quoted it. So either way, it's one of the better things that we've got. So either way, we will go ahead and start our list here, and of course we'll start with honorable mentions. We'll go in the round as usual. And since we don't, we're gonna, dude, we got a Shaun and Rusty sandwich today.
Nice. So one's the cheese and one's the meat.
No, we got double meat.
A Rusty Shaun sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah.
A Rusty Shaun.
Rusty Dawn.
A Rusty Shaun trombone. Yeah. A Rusty Shaun big old dog.
Oh God. So either way, I will start out with mine. We'll end with Ricky. All right. So honorable mentions. I'm actually gonna go with Unchained Melody from Ghost.
Beautiful.
Great song, but I think also Ghost was at like the bottom of one of our previous top 5s for me. Chick Flicks, I think it was somewhere down there. It's a great song.
Bottom, it was there though.
Yeah, it wasn't at the bottom, but I'm just saying it was there. But like, it's a great chick flick, and it has great music from it. Great theme song from this thing. It's still memorable. I've seen a million covers of it. But there's a reason I put it at honorable mention, because I was considering swapping it with my number 5 until I made a realization about my number 5. So that's why I had to leave it at honorable. So,
now, are we burning all our honorable mentions at one time, or are we going?
Yeah, just do all the honorable mentions at once. Make our lives easy.
Okay.
All right, so Rusty, you go next.
Hold on. Did you say you had a 0.5 honorable mention?
No, I have an extra I have an extra number
Okay.
5, technically.
Oh, so what you're saying is you have a tie. Got it. Go fuck your rules.
It's not a.
The rules only apply to us guys,
But
not
I'm
him.
going to explain the reasoning as to how it's a tie.
I had reasons for all mine, and I was a piece of shit for it.
You still are.
Yeah.
But that's why I said I
Exactly.
had like 6, because you'll see why I call it a half. So go ahead, Rusty.
I'm
cool. I
going
got a tie on
to
mine.
go with Titanic, the instrumental, as my honorable mention, not the Celine Dion word singing, because Celine Dion drives me bananas. But I will go with Titanic, the instrumental.
I don't even know.
So-
the instrumental
so-
song.
so
Like, I
the-
can't think of a single song from that
Take
movie.
the words out.
It's
Take the words
still
out.
My Heart Will Go On, but it's just the music, not with
Oh,
Celine
okay.
Dion. Yeah.
Okay.
When
So
the
that's
when
a technicality.
when the flute plays, I'm in.
The penny whistle too.
Yes.
Love the penny whistle. All right, Shaun.
My honorable mention is going to be Footloose.
Nice. From Footloose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it
Well,
when they
actually,
actually, it's the same name. It's great.
I have 2 honorable mentions, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
suppose.
If you got 2, go ahead.
So, Footloose, and then the instrumental to Halloween, the Halloween movies.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, really?
As soon as you hear that, you know what it is.
Yeah. See, this is also why I said like scores might need to be their own separate thing, because like sometimes it's like that, but also a theme song will usually be with a movie, but a score can be an entire franchise, you know? So I think that's one reason why I'll have to do a slightly separate list later, but that's a good one too. That's super
Fuck
recognizable.
your separate list.
No, I will do all the separate lists, Ricky, all of them.
Footloose is great.
Speaking of separate lists, how many honorable mentions you got?
3.
Okay.
And it was one of them is just kind of a gag. I'll just blow it because we already talked about it earlier. But fucking everybody knows what my favorite nerd thing is Batman the Animated Series. I try to work it in as much as possible, but he tied us down to movie themes, and so I found the loophole being the Mask of the Phantasm. Used the animated series, but they added to it choir singing, the choir singing across the top of it.
Did
so
your
that one
audio
was just kind of a
change?
gag. I don't think so.
Yeah, for some reason, right when you started talking again, whatever you did, your audio just got real wonky.
Audio. I'm still on my Bluetooth headset. Echo cancellation is on.
That was weird.
maybe
Like
I'm-
it just started dipping. That was weird.
I don't know.
And I could hear the wind.
So-
That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So I slipped that one in there just as kind of a gag because I always try to get animated series Batman into something, but it is
figured
a
you
great
would.
song. But the other 2 are legitimate ones, and I'm going to just say these ones, but just so y'all know, when we get into the actual top 5, I'm not even going to tell them to you. I'm just going to start humming the song, and then you guys are going to name the song.
Well, in
So-
the edit, I was actually going to add the songs.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do that
So-
because you'll get flagged for that shit.
That'd be fine.
No, you'll get
Snippets.
super flagged.
I've done it
no.
before. It's
Okay.
snippets. I know how to do this.
So my honorable mentions are Halloween, the John Carpenter, piano. No, not even close.
I know, but I'm just.
Yeah, and then the Godfather theme.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Like the Godfather theme is something like when I'm at work, sometimes I just get like in a classical type mood, and I have like
I love
opera music
Olive
all
Garden too.
together. Yeah, I have it all blended into my classical lineup. I have opera music and regular classical music, and I have the Godfather theme in there too because it just fits perfectly. Sometimes when I'm in there cooking, I just like to have that going, and it's such a beautiful song, and it's instantaneously recognizable. People who haven't even seen Godfather hear that song and they know what it's from.
Yeah.
So that's my honorable mentions.
I'll have to look it up, see what the actual name of it is.
It's just the Godfather theme.
Because some of them have actual names that people have never known.
It's just the Godfather theme.
Well, it's like the one that I'm about to say for my number 5. I didn't know the actual name of the song until I Googled it just now. So my number 5, it's not technically a tie, but there's a problem with it. It's a problematic number 5. Because which song is the Rocky theme song?
The Flying Higher. Well, Flying Higher is the character theme, and the Rocky theme song is just a score.
Or is there Eye of the Tiger?
That's a character theme.
Which song? But hold on. But which song?
That's a montage song.
Which song do people treat as the theme? Is it the Rocky theme or is it Eye of the Tiger? Which one is more recognizable as the Rocky theme? That's why I put them together.
But when I hear Eye of the Tiger, I don't think Rocky. I think montages in general. The flying higher
because it became so. The idea of it being a montage has become so iconic because of Rocky.
Because of Rocky, I get it.
So,
I get where
and
you're
because it's
from.
tied to Rocky's montage. So for
I get
me,
where you're coming from,
it's
but
not
also
a real
Eye of the Tiger
tie. It's a contention because it's like because some people will see the actual Rocky theme, "Gonna Fly." What was it? It's I'm gonna fly
higher.
I had it written down. Hold on. Gonna Fly Now. It's Gonna Fly Now.
Gonna Fly Now.
So, but Gonna Fly Now technically is Rocky's theme, but a lot of people treat Eye of the Tiger equally because it's iconic to the movie.
Well,
so
I would
like,
negate
which
Eye
one
of the
is
Tiger.
technically more? So, but
I
that's
would
why
negate Eye of the Tiger because it didn't come into Rocky 3, and they already had the Rocky theme song for the first.
I think it was in Rocky
before.
1.
I don't think so. Eye of the Tiger was not. Eye of the Tiger is an 80s song, and Rocky was in 1977, 1976.
I'm gonna double. Well, either way, we didn't say which
1000%. Eye of the Tiger was him and Apollo Creed.
But I'm still saying, yeah, there you go. Do the Google, man. But either way, I'm treating it as a contentious number 5 with Eye of the Tiger and the actual quote unquote Rocky theme.
You can spray paint that dog turd gold all you want to. You made a tie, so fuck you and your rules.
Well, that's also why I said it's a half because
it's
like they're both 3/4 ish.
You're trying to rename that.
Sean, what do you think?
Well,
when it comes to Rocky songs,
Eye of the Tiger, Rocky.
So there you go. He put Eye of the Tiger. So fuck you, Ricky. So there you go. So he actually put Eye of the Tiger.
But he didn't try to. He didn't have a tie and try to call it something else to hide behind the fact he broke his own fucking rules.
But if I were to split those into two separate things for the same movie,
then one would be honorable mention and one would be on your list.
But this is why I put them together because they're both themes from the same movie.
No, they're not.
I'm treating it that way. My list, fuck your rules.
They're themes. Okay, good. See,
fuck your rules. I came up with them.
And that's your fucking rule that you're saying fuck you to, not mine.
The reason I went to Shaun because he was smirking when I said it.
I got a tie on my list for almost the same exact reason.
Exactly.
In my head, they're the same thing, even though technically they're two different things.
There you go. All right, so we got Shaun's number 5 there, which is funny. But do you see? But that's why I was like that. That's the hard part with that contention of like, okay, I know Rocky's theme is Rocky's theme, but his theme is not necessarily in every movie. Neither is Eye of the Tiger, but both are seen as you hear Eye of the Tiger, you either think two things: Rocky montage.
Gonna Fly Now is in every fucking Rocky movie, including the spin-off movies. It is 1000% in every one of them.
Got to go check Rocky Balboa because I haven't watched that one in a long time. But in theory,
all
it
of
is.
them.
In theory, it is. But the thing is, if you say what is exactly what happened here, what is Rocky's theme? What is the theme song from Rocky? He said Eye of the Tiger, and I said Eye of the Tiger until I realized Gonna Fly Now. So I put them together. That's why it's there. Okay, so Rusty, number 5.
I think going by what you said earlier, I think Eye of the Tiger would be a character theme, and Gonna Fly Now would be the movie theme.
Maybe.
Eye of the Tiger was released in 1982. The movie was released Rocky 3.
I fucking said that. Run the tape back, motherfuckers.
There's no tape. Cool. There's no tape. And the movie was released the day before the single. Fun fact.
There you go. There you go. So actually, that song was made for that movie. That is a theme song of that movie.
It's a soundtrack.
So cool. Rocky 3. Cool. Rocky 3.
It doesn't say that. It counts. My number 5. So I'm going to throw your rules out just for number 5, but I'm going to use.
Is this something you've heard at least?
Yes, the entire Young Guns soundtrack.
Okay, Rob, going with entire soundtracks.
There's a good soundtrack, though. I mean, I didn't have...
Okay, can we just do a list for soundtracks then later? Because if you're just doing soundtracks now?
I don't remember. What was the song?
I don't know.
It was called Young Guns, I think, was the main song that Bon Jovi kicked around.
Oh, yeah, it is Young Guns.
Right?
Yeah.
So to go back into your rules, if you're really, really upset, I will say Young Guns from Young Guns.
Yeah. Narrow down ever so slightly from an entire soundtrack.
The only Young Guns song I know is Warren G's Regulator when they quoted the Regulator.
There you go. So I think it's definitely worth coming back to movie soundtracks next time. Maybe instead of doing individual scores like we're talking about doing, we'll actually just do soundtracks. Like
if you do soundtracks, you're doing
because that alters things. Because that alters things.
That's way too much to narrow down to a 5. That's thousands of movie soundtracks. No, thank you.
What's the difference between there's thousands of movie songs, even more than their actual soundtracks. Weird how that works.
Yeah, weird how fuck your top 5.
Either way, what's your 5?
My number 5. Dun, 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 dun.
A-Team?
Yeah, the A-Team. There you go.
Kick him out of here.
The A-Team movies. That was Indiana Jones, yes.
Get him the fuck out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and spoil this a little bit. My entire top 5 could be John Williams' top 5 scores. It's my entire top 5.
So much for doing top 5 movie composers.
Yeah. Entire top 5 is John Williams.
See, this one list actually spins off into like several other lists.
Yeah, sub lists.
Not even sub lists. I'm just saying we do other lists.
Welcome
to
the
Indiana Jones theme. I remember when, because I've talked about it before, but I trained on violin and cello when I was younger, and the sheet music being the same, I sat down with a piano and taught myself how to fuck around on a piano. And I remember the first time I fucking picked that shit out on there, man, I was so fucking excited. I was walking around, anywhere I walked across a piano, I played the Indiana Jones theme. I was just so fucking excited.
Why are you walking on pianos?
Yeah, I said walking around pianos.
You said walking on.
No.
Yep.
Take the dick
Roll
out
the
of
tape
here.
back.
Rolling back the tape.
Yep. Roll back that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, me in the edit, roll back the tape.
Yeah.
And then make a short of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, we're gonna make Ricky look like an asshole on the internet again. Good job.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do Shaun as an asshole today for some reason.
You leave Shaun out of your dirty fucking whore mouth. I got your back, Shaun.
Actually,
why are you always wanting me in his mouth and now you're telling me to get him out of my mouth? I'm very confused by your tenets here, Ricky.
No, you want to be in his mouth. I never want you in his mouth because I don't share well with others because I'm an only child, so fuck off.
I'm an only child too.
God damn it. This is why I don't come on here. I'm always getting sexually harassed. Where's my HR rep?
Yeah, Rusty. That would be Rusty.
That's my number 5, Indiana Jones.
Actually, Dormammu is our HR rep. Either way, so my number 4 is Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr.
Which is a dirty fucking song, and people need to pay attention to that fucking lyrics of that song. Busted makes me feel good, and people were fucking jamming that shit on the fucking radio.
Yep.
Yeah, Busted makes me feel good too, you fucking pervert.
Yep.
Yeah, that ain't wrong.
No, it's not wrong. I mean, what's the point?
I didn't say it's wrong, but you hear little kids singing that shit. It's super fucked up.
Busted makes me feel good. Well, yeah, no.
So what's the name of the song?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
It's just called Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the name of the song is. Yeah.
That's the one that says who you're going to call?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's on his list.
Yeah. So of course it is. So, but like, it's iconic. I mean, like, and they've used it in at least, it was such a big deal. Like, and the fact that it was actually a chart-topping song in its own right, like after the movie, even though it was made for the movie, it was cool. And the music video, very interesting in and of itself. Him and the Ghostbusters dancing down the street.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Doing the finger guns.
Yep, doing the finger guns, exactly. So, I mean, like, realistically, it doesn't really warrant too much explanation. It's a fucking Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right. So, we'll go back to Rusty next for his number 4.
What was I picked Footloose as well.
Nice.
For my number 4.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and every time you hear that song, right, you just instantly go back to that movie. So very iconic.
Yeah. I'm making the call now. At least 2 of y'all have Danger Zone on your fucking shit.
Fuck. I forgot about Danger Zone.
No,
I'm not changing it, but I forgot.
Well, if you forgot about Danger Zone, then it doesn't deserve.
Well, that's when you see the rest of the list. Yeah, clearly I fucking forgot about. Like, I love Danger Zone, but I don't love it because it's from Top Gun.
Yeah, Take My Breath Away is better than Danger Zone, anyways.
Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. So yeah, which is the theme song for Top Gun?
One's the love song and one's the theme song.
Yes,
but they're both recognizable from the movie.
I can split hairs with you too.
No, but I'm saying is like this is why this list was interesting to see who considers which song of a movie the theme.
Yep.
That's why if you go with the score, there's no contention. You know, that is the thing. All right, Shaun, 4.
Shaun, you're 4.
Number 4 is Ghostbusters.
I thought he was going to say Danger Zone.
Nice.
He's like, He's got Danger Zone on there now. It's like he did
I'm
before.
starting to hold on. I'm starting to notice a fucking trend here. I don't think Shaun actually made a list. He's just repeating whatever fucking Shoki said as his fucking list. I'm seeing that's 2 for 2 right there.
No, it's just that we're both from Texas. That's all it is.
Oh, that's what it is. It's the Texas theme
Hey, don't
song.
show us the list.
Look, he actually wrote it down. Aww.
Yeah, on a piece of tape.
Hey, look, me too.
Who needs paper? I got tape. I got mine on my phone because
I actually did homework. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So it's my number 4, right?
Your number, however many you have at number 4.
All right. No, just one. The tie is at number 2. It's not really tie. It's that pedantic bullshit you were saying. So ready for it?
No.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun,
Superman.
Yep.
dun,
Yep.
dun, dun, dun,
78 Superman, Richard Donner, Christopher
Yep.
Reeves, and again John Williams, man.
Yep.
Like he is a fucking legend, dude. And I promise you, I have one song on this list that's not John Williams. Every other one is John Williams.
Yeah, it's probably Michael Giacchino.
Nope. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You would.
Stop ruining the list.
So the thing, see, this, when I was thinking about this list, when you said it's like, no, I'm going with anything, I'm like, well, I already know probably Ricky's top 3 is like, because they're probably the most iconic film scores, period. So I was like, okay. So
It
that's
doesn't
why I
matter.
like
It
songs.
matters why my reasoning is there.
But I
And
like
it's
the songs.
always
So-
like when my brain when I hear that Superman, I immediately picture that visualization of the sun coming up over the earth from outer
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Like that visual
So-
just kicks in every fucking time. I love that shit.
So is there a song, like a song that is connected to a Superman movie? Because I don't think there is.
I don't think so. I think he's all score.
Oh, just no. It
Just-
was all
no,
instrumental.
it's all score.
The,
No.
the original stuff was all instrumental. Well, even the new movies, there's no.
Yeah, no, there's no theme song
No.
within it. Yeah.
No.
So that's interesting. Like they didn't go that route. Well, I mean, it's
And
same
like-
for like Star Wars. You could tell where it changes up a little bit. Yeah.
Like it's another thing I loved about it, and I know it's stupid, but like I've talked before about being very not restrictive, but very cognizant of what kind of video games my kids play when they're younger. And they were 1,000% allowed to play Legos. You know, my rule was always no human on human violence is one of the biggest ones. So, but Legos is literally, they just break apart the bricks. I don't care what the fuck they are. So, but I loved on the DC Heroes one, they actually took the time that if you played as Superman, when you're walking around fighting, nothing happened. But as soon as you made him fly, the music would kick in. Dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
really?
just because he's flying. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. And they
That's
even did
great.
the same thing with
I-
they even did the same thing with Wonder Woman. Like she'd be walking around, as soon as you'd make her start flying, the Wonder Woman music would kick in. It's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. I love that they did that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And to
Right.
and to hear my kids walking around the house humming Superman after playing the game was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So number 3, huh? All right. So mine would be The Touch from Stan Bush,
Nice.
Transformers 1986 movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I would
Like,
argue that the theme is actually Dare to Be Stupid, but
Yeah, so that would no, you're not wrong, because once again, this falls in the category of there's 2 great songs of that movie that are both
there's more than
iconic
2.
depending on the that are iconic scene wise. Like, but there's even the actual Transformers theme of that movie, while great, more people lean towards the show's theme, not the movie theme, and they see either of the 2 main actual like rock songs within the movie, like as a thing. So Dare to Believe or
I didn't say Dare to Believe. I said Dare to Be Stupid would be the. I was joking.
I'm
I said Dare to
aware,
Be Stupid.
but I mean
But
like,
yeah,
but
Dare-
the most iconic scene when he finally picks up
the
the
Stan
Matrix.
Bush ones were awesome, dude. And they're
Yeah.
still fucking power ballads. Like you put them on now, dude, I'll get goosebumps.
Yeah,
I got
and
the
it
soundtrack
rocks
saved
out.
on my Spotify, and they're
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
And I love it when the Cybertronic Spree plays it.
Yeah, I've never
yeah,
seen Cybertronic Spree, so
Have you ever watched the videos? They're great.
you know,
Nah, I love it. Was it Unicron's bass player?
for sure.
They change up their costumes. So
Do they? Okay, I thought the same
yeah.
characters stayed on
No.
whichever instrument. Because wasn't Shockwave the drummer for like the longest time?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course Hot Rod, main singer essentially, and then RC,
And RC
is
is the girl singer.
the girl singer.
I've
forgot who-
seen Shockwave as like the rhythm guitar, and I've seen
Okay, I've
a couple
mostly
different
seen them.
characters anyway.
I've
But
mostly
yeah.
seen them in the same position, but probably all because they shot those videos at the same time.
What
Yeah,
position?
but You Got the Touch is awesome. But I think to me, Dare to Believe is a better song.
Well, the funny thing is, the movie kind of ties them together. Like
Yeah.
it's like it starts with You've Got the Touch and then rolls into Dare to Believe.
Dare to Believe.
So
yeah.
it's like they're kind of the same thing. Like they're like two halves of the same theme. Like that's the funny part.
I feel like Stan Bush sat down for 5 minutes and wrote both those songs at the same exact time.
Yeah,
Like
the best
they're
songs
not
are written in 5 minutes or less. Like
yeah,
that's the
they're
craziest
not
part.
like great, overly done, like really deep songs. They're just good songs.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's also like perfect '80s kids song. Like, yeah, You've Got the Touch, You've Got the Power. You know, Dare to Believe.
I used to sing that myself while I was masturbating.
Yeah. Of course.
You got the touch.
See, the thing is, Ricky, you missed it. You missed a tick today because you could have just played the things instead of humming them. You could play them on the piano.
Yeah, that's true. I got the piano in there.
Yeah, move inside, play it on the piano. All right, Shaun, number 3.
Transformers the movie.
God damn
Dare
it.
to Believe.
I fucking told you.
No, he put Dare to Believe. He put Dare to Believe, not the touch. It's what's funny.
Exactly. Like, to me, I mean, I know the touch relates to that movie to me, but when Dare comes on, I know exactly what scene it started, and I start playing the movie over in my head.
But like I said, they go together almost. Like they almost always are paired one way or the other through the movie. Like, so that is, like I said, which one is technically the theme? And yes, like I said, the actual theme song for it is cool. Like it really is, but it's nowhere near as iconic as the songs within it.
Right.
Like
Instruments of Destruction. Is that the first song? That rocks.
Yeah. But it's like it is funny that those two songs actually outshadow the real theme of the movie.
Yeah,
that's what's funny. So, all right, Rusty,
that's good. If you say Dare to Believe or Touch, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you.
Dare to Believe or Touch.
Right there. You're lucky you don't really exist, right? Just slap the fuck out.
I don't exist.
Dare to touch your beliefs.
I went with Danger Zone for my number 3.
I knew it.
I'm just glad somebody had it because I forgot about Danger Zone.
Just ruining my list as we go along, but that's fine.
That's okay. Sean's copying me. At least you're standing out on your own. I swear to God, like, hold on. So Shaun didn't even know what we were doing. Made his list while we were sitting here. There's no way we conferred to have the same list.
There's no way you just sent him a text picture of what your list was.
You guys have been watching me the whole time.
I don't look at you. I'm staring at Shaun, motherfucker. We've had this conversation.
He wasn't here. He's actually here.
His ears turned red.
Hold on. Here, I'll make it easier for you, Ricky. Hold on. There we go.
Hold on. Let me put my hand in my pants. Well, yep.
I'm actually really glad
Keep making that face.
I'm glad they can't see it. I'm glad that nobody can see this.
Y'all about to get the uncut version real quick.
He does a good pirate meth head face.
That's funny.
Yarr! Yarr! Give me all your meth, man.
Meth out pirate. That's my new cosplay for Friday night.
It's an easy cosplay. You've got the whole costume. Yeah, that's like when Summer tells you to go get the hood.
Wait, what?
There we go. Everything. I don't care about everything else. I gotta edit that out.
Now back to Rosie's thing. The Danger Zone. I agree.
I forgot you said it.
It was slightly not in a negative way, but tainted for me by Archer. Like now, whenever I hear Danger Zone,
it's made better.
Think of Archer.
Made better by that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a negative. It's just when I hear Danger Zone, my brain doesn't even go to Top Gun anymore. It goes to Archer.
Yeah.
No, actually, I hear you.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the version from Archer.
Yeah, the country version.
The country version of Danger Zone's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's like when a dumb TV show actually makes a better cover. Well, it wasn't a cover
because it was Kenny Loggins singing it.
It's a cover, technically. He covered his own song in a new style.
His own song.
Actually, it was her song. Kenny Loggins was singing backup. Because actually for her country album. Okay, so we're at your number 3 then, Ricky.
My number 3?
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, boom, bum. No, 89 Batman, motherfuckers.
Oh,
that's why.
You would have had to get to a better section because I'd have been like, what? Oh, yeah.
The fact that you didn't know off the top, man.
Well, it takes a minute.
But yeah, that's the
You're
only
not exactly
one
on key.
That's the only one on my list that is not a John Williams song, and it's a Danny Elfman song.
Yeah,
and
it's
fucking
Danny Elfman.
awesome. And I was probably in my 30s before I found out he was the lead singer for Oingo Boingo. I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Did not know that.
I was 39 years old when I found out there was a band called whatever you just said.
Oingo Boingo. Yeah.
Oingo Boingo.
Never fucking heard of that in my life.
Yeah, they're a
Really?
80s band.
Yeah. And by the way, Shaun is the youngest one here.
Nice. And something else that I just learned like last year. Toto, I
Africa,
the rains down in Toto. That's John Williams' son is the lead singer.
Oh, really? I did not know.
Yeah, I just found that out like last year. I was like, holy shit.
Good for him.
Yep. So
Makes
that's
sense.
mine. 89 Batman. And if you ever get into soundtracks, it's 1000% going to have the 89 Batman soundtrack on there because Prince fucking owned that shit. The marketing genius behind that they dumped 2 soundtracks at the same time. One being the complete score by Danny Elfman and a whole album by Prince of songs for that movie was fucking amazing. And I just love.
Yeah, I think we need to do a top 10 movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
It'll be the first top 10. Legit top 10.
We do.
First legit top 10.
I'm doing my movie soundtracks right now. So, but the 89 Batman, that theme, and it's almost, Shirley, was it Shirley Jones? I think her name was. I'm probably messing it up. I apologize ahead of time. That did the theme for the Batman the Animated Series. Actually took the
based it off of
Danny Elfman. So they're actually really close to each other. They're like just like slightly off key or different tonally, but they're like you hear one and it sounds you're like holy shit, it's 89 Batman.
Well, the
end,
the tail end of the animated theme is basically the opening of the movie theme.
Yeah,
burn,
like they're just fucking great.
Yeah, it's basically the opening.
It's just,
so one you could roll them together. I'm sure somebody has this.
I have the first 4 seasons of the animated series soundtracks on CD in my office, of course, and I listen to them all the time.
Very, very nice. All right, so number 2, I'm gonna go with "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard.
Nice.
Sorry.
That song alone is why remember Shaun asked that question about
which is why I thought about it actually.
That song is the definitive 3.5 minutes of proof for my entire argument of why I said she was number 1. She fucking owns that goddamn song. Dolly Parton has come out and said that's her song. Like it's amazing.
Though I will say, honestly, song-wise, I prefer the Dolly Parton.
You're fucking dumb.
No, because I actually like the really stripped down and like very like personalized.
This is why you and I will never. This is why you and I will never have a music conversation.
Why? Because I like something different to you?
No, because your arguments against them are stupid.
They serve 2 different purposes. They're almost entirely 2 separate songs. Like it might be the same words, but they're almost 2 separate fucking songs. No,
is that why?
No, because the thing is, I heard the Whitney Houston version first, and then I heard the Dolly version.
Dude, I probably think I was in my 20s before I even knew that it was a cover.
Yeah, like that's a big deal. And also going back to the Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston thing, the problem is I think Aretha Franklin's more prolific, but Whitney Houston is
name another
bigger.
song of hers besides Respect.
No, I'm saying like just musically, Aretha Franklin did more, I think, ultimately. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, in my mind, she did more, but Whitney Houston did bigger. Does that make sense?
You're wrong on the first count, right on the second count.
Either way. That's my argument.
Opinion.
Yeah, in your opinion.
Musical facts, it's not an opinion.
Yeah.
You can look up how many songs were put out. That's not an opinion.
Okay, I'll do that. Because I don't know another Whitney Houston song, but I know more Aretha Franklin songs.
Name another one besides Respect.
I'm not going to do that right now, but I'm just saying in general, I do know it. I'm not going to be like Mike and be like, I heard this thing on the internet.
Yeah. One Whitney Houston song. I want to dance with somebody. I believe the children
still waiting on links.
Yeah, he's not ever going to send you.
Hashtag where's the links?
Yeah, where's
either
the
way.
links? Give us the link cut.
So back
all right,
to
Shaun, what's your number 2, dude?
My number 2 is the instrumental to The Exorcist.
Nice.
As soon as you hear that, I mean, the first 3 beats to it, you know what it is. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it
what do they
just
call
freaks you
that?
out,
The
makes your
Carol
hair
of
stand up
Bells
on
or
your
some
arm.
shit like that?
No, that's not Carol of the Bells.
But it's something bells. It has a name.
Rusty?
Working on it.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
I love our Canadian Google machine.
Yeah. The one good thing for Canada is the fact they can Google shit for us.
Well,
yeah, keep going.
I just realized he might get different Google results because he's.
Sorry, what did you say it was called, Ricky?
There's something of the bells.
Tubular Bells.
Tubular bells.
Tubular bells, and which makes sense. That's what it's played on.
By Mike Oldfield.
Thank you for telling me that, so I can look it up whenever I got to do the thing.
There you go.
So.
But yeah, I agreed, Shaun. Like just that first kick in that.
It is creepy.
Fucking great.
Yeah. But like to me, like I get that. Yeah, it definitely ties you to The Exorcist. But to me, in a way, it's almost like you hear it first, and then you're like your mind starts going. I mean, unless you're like a huge Exorcist fan, obviously. But like it's just like, what do I know this from? Like just like, and then then eventually it gets to the point. Oh shit, it's that.
Yeah. So the reason why I picked it and the reason why I put it so high is, I mean, just like in 3 beats, I know exactly what that is, and it already starts to freak me out.
Yep.
Isn't it weird? Like sometimes you can have like you can go like 30 seconds into a song, and you finally remember what it is. But sometimes you hear a single chord,
note,
and you're like, I know what that is. Like a standalone note played, and you know exactly what it is. It's like I played a game at church like a million years ago where it was a Name That Tune thing, and it was literally like how obviously exactly the same way. Play however much of it to see who could give what. So that'd be another. We don't play any games on this show. We should.
I'll do a Name That Tune thing, but I used to watch that show, and they'd literally play like one note. It'd be like a D. And the person's like, it's such and such. I'm like, bitch, there is no way. You know how many thousands of songs I can name that start with just a D? There is no fucking way you pull that out of your ass, you cheating ass motherfuckers. I don't care what anybody says.
But that's like where I like the one where you bet however much time you need to guess it. I prefer that versus you just pick 1 second of a song, But I mean, 1 second of a song can actually be enough. It's not one note, but 1 second is longer than most people would consider.
But it's like I can name that in 3 notes. Yeah, fine. That would lead you that way, like Shaun's Tubular Bells. 3 notes of that, I'm pretty sure I can get there.
Shaun's Tubular Bells. That would be the name of the episode if it wasn't a top.
Change his name. Shaun's Tubular Bells. That's what this.
The name of this episode is "Fuck Your Rules" because even Shoki saying "Fuck Your Rules."
That's the name of every friggin' episode.
No, every episode. For me, that's the name of the episode. But this time, Shoki joined in on the "Fuck Your Rules," so now everybody's doing it.
No, because go ahead.
By the way, I'll just mention that the one song that I instantaneously know just from the very first note that hits is Metallica's "Master of Puppets."
Oh yeah.
As soon as as soon as that hits, you're like, oh, it's
because it's also the beat too. It's like it's that hard.
Yeah, it's a.
Hold on.
No, not even that. I don't need the rest.
I know, but I'm saying that one is so.
But that's what I'm saying. How easy it is because you went like that, and my eye went Eye of the Tiger. My brain went Eye of the Tiger.
I mean, the way I did it, but they don't sound the same. But if you hear them, they don't actually sound the same. But when I do it, yes. Mm-hmm. But it's also whenever you hear just a bell play, which song is it? Is it Hell's Bells, or is it Metallica?
Yep.
For whom the bell tolls.
For who the bell tells. Yeah. So which one is it? And I hate that because you have to wait like 2 seconds past that bell ding to do it. All right. Where are we at?
Rusty. Number 2.
Yeah,
sticking with my faithfulness to Transformers, I put Transformers Dare number 2 in my list, and we've already talked all about it, right? But as soon as you hear that song, right, you instantly go right back into the movie. That scene of them racing down the mountainside,
So I guess it matters which scene is more iconic in your mind to be determined which song is better to you.
Yep.
So that makes sense. Yeah. See, that's why this list is interesting when it comes down to the song. So,
and as a father with my kids, I'm very emotional when it comes to my kids. But like, I played that song for them, and like, it would give me like fucking like what do they call that? Like raised hairs on my arms and stuff. Yeah, because fucking goosebumps. Because like I would tell them like, listen to the lyrics, man. You can literally do anything. Just dare to believe, and you will survive. You can do anything in this world. And like it hits like differently for me, like on an emotional note.
Yeah,
so that's why I've always loved that one the most.
And then 5 minutes later, they killed Optimus Prime and squashed all our hopes and dreams and sent us home with tissues. So
hey, I mean,
not me. I'm a Soundwave guy, so I was like, fuck Optimus.
Spoilers.
Oh no, for a fucking old ass movie.
A 40-year-old movie,
40-something-year-old movie.
Yeah.
All y'all motherfuckers walking around with these scars and you go talk to a goddamn therapist. It was a cartoon.
Dude, there are people who are fucking scarred from Bambi.
Man. Well, that's different, man. That's somebody's mom getting shot in the face. That ain't the same thing.
Dude, it's fucking Optimus Prime, though.
Optimus is my dad.
Optimus is more important than some people's moms.
That's not. That's what the.
You might not have a mom, but Optimus was there for you on Saturday mornings.
Mom gets shots in the face like Thursday night, man. Come on.
Oh God! No,
What?
Well, you were talking about the
so
pirate.
to speak.
Oh man. Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah,
All
even
right.
if your mom isn't there, odds are it's still happening.
Yeah. So what's the bullshit gold sprinted dog turd fucking explanation you gave for your number 5? How did you call all that shit instead of just calling it a tie? How did you say it again, Shoki?
Well, the fact that it's contentious as to which one
Contentious.
is.
So here's my contentious number 2. My contentious number 2 is the Star Wars theme with the Fox fanfare. Because when I was growing up, you did not get one without the other. You always had that opening fanfare, and it led straight into the Star Wars theme.
I know
and Sean's
that
looking at me funny. Sean's looking at me funny.
No.
Think of the
I'm with you.
spotlights.
But I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you because.
Oh, yeah.
No, so.
Oh, you talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Fox fanfare.
So.
Which was also written by John Williams. So he wrote that thing specifically for Star Wars. It was the first time that was ever used, was the Fox fanfare at the beginning of Star Wars. And when I was a kid, you did not get one without the other. Like if somebody talks about old VHS tapes, my brain always plays the HBO theme with all the spotlights and the movie presentation thing. Like, because when I was a kid, that's how you saw it. That led into your movie every fucking time. Yeah. So I can't hear Star Wars without thinking the fanfare.
No, I mean, I'm with you because every time I hear the Fox theme song, I expect to hear the opening crawl. No matter what movie it is.
They from that point forward.
So actually, the Star Wars theme song is just the Fox fanfare. It's actually not the Force. It's not Luke's theme. It's just the Fox opening thing. Actually,
in your world it is. But
well, I mean, think about it. Like to me, I hear that my mind only goes to Star Wars, regardless of what movie I'm watching. So to me, like you just said, to me, it is the Star Wars.
Subjectively to you,
it's enough part of the Star Wars theme that my mind goes there no matter what.
Mine, whenever I hear it, I always just picture the opening of 20th Century Fox.
So for me,
but I don't immediately tie it to that. But if I hear the Star Wars theme, I think of the fanfare too. They're tied when I go that direction.
But see, this is one reason why I didn't necessarily want to go with scores, because to me, it's the same argument I've been making otherwise the whole time, which while Star Wars has its opening theme, is that more the theme or is the Force theme?
No,
the theme?
That's the theme. No, because the Force is a character beat, and so is the Imperial March, and so is all that shit are character themes. This is the movie theme.
But if you hear the Force theme, you don't think of ethereal stuff happening out there somewhere.
No, but
you think of Star Wars.
I specifically picture him trying to use the Force. When I hear the Star Wars theme, I think of the opening crawl with the Star Wars fucking logo. It is fucking
it's the Crawl's theme song. The Crawl is a character. It's a character
crawl
theme.
Crawl up your own ass and theme song. Give us your number one.
The Crawl is actually there in space moving, whereas the Force is everywhere, but you can't see it or feel it.
Give us your number one.
Ricky, you might as well leave now because it's My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Piece of shit. Did you actually put that down as your number fucking one?
Yes, I did. Fuck off.
Fuck you. Dolly Parton's
his list.
It's my list.
This is why we will never talk music, man. I can't take this.
We're talking music right now, asshole. So you're already lying to yourself.
Listen, hold on. I'm surprised that Ricky. So as much as Ricky is into different types of music and instrumental and
I like the song. It's just super overplayed.
That's not my point. My point is that I'm surprised that you're so definitive in your arguments when music is subjective to what you like.
It's my world, so it's objectively my music is the best.
I just wanted to hear you say it. That's fine. Okay, let's move on.
Man, I'll admit it. I don't think I'm different.
So unlike Rusty, I believe the words need to be there.
Nope.
But either way, the music is the same and it's still great. But I prefer the words because it was a big fuck you to James Cameron because he said I didn't want that shit, and they said, well, we're gonna go around you and he hated it, and it fucking made the movie even bigger and boosted Celine Dion to a whole new fucking level. Even though she was already massive at the time, that fucking catapulted her to like Las Vegas status, I think. You know,
the one by her that I always loved from a theme song was the one with Michelle Pfeiffer and Robert Redford. Like where they were the news people in South America that got kidnapped or whatever.
Oh,
she had the theme song off of that movie, and I always like that.
I don't know what that one is. I don't even know if I've
seen
that movie.
I got My Heart Will Go On stuck in my fucking head, so I can't tell you the song. But if you heard it, you would know it because you loved me. Because you loved me.
Oh, that's a great song. Yeah, that song is phenomenal in general.
Yeah, now song. I had to think about it for a second.
Now, if I'm going with probably my favorite Celine Dion theme song, it's going to be Ashes from Deadpool 2. That's a better song, but not a better theme song. Because I love the music video where Deadpool is actually there. It's like, because I remember the fucking theme song and the insane opening to that movie or it's Out of Ashes, either way. I love that song, and she fucking kills it. And considering her, like, she came back out of like mental health retirement to do that.
Being married to a 90-year-old Frenchman will give you mental issues.
Well, I mean, he was dying over the last few years.
He was dying from the moment they got married. It was like 91 when they got married.
Rikki, we're all dying.
I mean, technically, from the moment you're born, you're dying.
Yeah. So, all right, Rusty, do your number one.
Up close.
You keep going in weird orders.
No, I just switching them back and forth, so it's not always the same.
Dude.
Yeah, Up Close and Personal. That's the movie.
Up Close and Personal is the film you're thinking of. My number one is, again, sticking with my Transformers theme. I almost put Linkin Park in.
Yes.
But I could not do it because fuck Michael Bay. So I'm going with The Touch.
Yeah. So he split them. That's nice.
I split them. I'm going with The Touch. Every time that song kicks on, all I hear is Optimus going, Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Transform, roll music, roll in. Yeah. Awesome fight scene leads to his death. But whatever. I still love that song, and it will always bring me right back to that. So.
And even when he kicks in when fucking Hot Rod is splitting the Matrix.
Yeah, to me, that's the...
That's right. I keep forgetting that shows up there, too.
And then he's like, Rodimus arise, Rodimus
arise. And then we never hear from Peter Cullen again until the end of season 4. So, anyway. No,
is it that long? What about the other returns of Optimus?
Was there?
He came back twice before season 4.
Well, he was the zombie Optimus.
Yeah,
he was the fake one, and then he was the zombie one, and then it was the rebirth.
And that's the real one. And I think all of those happened pretty close to the end of season 4.
But I'm just saying, like those were also
3.
Yeah.
All right,
that's season 3.
Headmasters, right? Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So, Shaun, number 1.
My number 1 is Star Wars.
Nice.
The main theme, not the Imperial March, none of that other shit.
Gotcha.
It's the one you see when Star Wars pops on the screen.
The opening crawl, yeah.
Yeah.
With the Fox theme too?
No, I didn't even think about that, but now when he says it, yeah, that is kind of. But it seems like there's other movies I can relate that to also.
Yeah, anything Fox at that period had that at the beginning.
I think that just so many of them don't open with this huge theme song. Some of them just do the thing and they roll into a movie and then do the thing. Star Wars, on the other hand, rolls directly into their main theme with the opening crawl right after it. You know,
the fanfare being orchestral, and then it leads straight into
and it sounds like the same song with just a brief cut, where a lot of them don't do that. You know, but no, I get you though. But like I think about it, like nobody ever covers that and adds the Fox theme, but it's almost like in my head, it's always there. So I was watching part of
attached to each other.
Yeah, so I was watching a bit of John Williams' 90th birthday celebration. Because they were playing everything live.
Dude, when he passes, that's gonna be fucking heart-wrenching, dude.
Yeah. Dude, for fucking 90, and this was a couple years ago, like he still looked really fucking good. Like it's like because we were watching it on the Patreon live stream, and he came out to do the Imperial March. Like he was in the audience watching other people play the songs and everything else like that. He came out they surprised him and said, "Hey, will you come up and do the Imperial March?" So he actually got up there and actually directed it, you know. So it was great. Either way.
And by the way, he conducted it.
That's what I meant to say, but I was fighting off a burp, so my brain was elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yes, either way. All right, Ricky.
So, a little quick story. This one is number one strictly because of my oldest by accident. Because they're talking. Remember, I told you I was talking to him earlier about what we were doing, and I was reading off my list to him. And originally, I had that Mask of the Phantasm as my number one, just to be that loophole dickhead. And he said, "Really? I thought it would be this." And I was like, as soon as he said it, my jaw hit the floor, and it goes like this.
Jurassic Park, yeah.
Jurassic Park, yeah, okay.
Dude, I am 1,000% honest. I'm fighting tears right now just on that beginning part of it. That
I can see it. I see the tears.
That song.
He's choking up.
Just so absolutely beautiful to me, and to this day, if I'm just in kind of a mood where I feel like I need to get those like inner, allergies out, I will sit down on the piano and just start playing it and work it out.
Yeah.
It is like the instant image of his Sam Neill's dumbfounded look when he's staring at the dinosaurs, and that when it swells in, like a big swell
as the dogs start barking.
Well, it's because my neighbor's walking around his backyard.
I know, but that was just funny. Like, as the music swells.
Yeah, and like him grabbing her head and turning her to look at the dinosaurs, and then just being dumbfounded. To this day, that has been the movie that I've seen most ever in theater. The summer it came out, I saw it 13 times in theater. Really? I can't overstate how much that movie meant to me as a kid, because I was a huge dinosaur fan, and it was just so overblown. And Rusty wasn't here for that conversation. So what it is I grew up in Tampa, and we used to have this dollar theater at the University Mall. And I had a Heartline bus pass. So I would literally, during the summertime, because I was raised by a single parent mom, I was a latchkey kid. So when she was at work and I was at home and I'd get bored, I'd literally jump on the bus, ride it over to University Mall, walk in there. It was $1 for a medium drink, $1 for a medium popcorn, and $1 for the movie ticket. And I went 13 times that summer and saw Jurassic Park. Jesus. And was just flabbergasted and blown away every fucking time I watched that movie. To this day, when they finally got old enough to see the little bit of violence that is actually in that movie, and I sat down with my kids. My oldest is really big into dinosaurs too. Like he told us when he was like 6, mind you, he told us when he grew up he wanted to be
paleontologist.
No, he wanted to be a
archaeologist.
veterinarian. No, he wanted to be a veterinarian, but he wanted to study paleontology. And now, mind you, I swear to God, this is a 6-year-old having this conversation with me. Me and Carrie, we asked him, well, why that? He goes, because to be able to help animals now, I have to understand what happened then.
Shaun's upside down.
And so sitting down to watch that movie with him, like it hit me in all the right feels. And I looked over and he was crying.
He's going to turn his camera off.
And then he's going to go take a moment.
Ricky's crying. It's fine. It's fine. You can cry you can cry on camera, Ricky. It's fine.
So having that emotional moment from when I was a kid, and then literally looking over and seeing my kid of his own volition start crying.
I always find it.
So Jurassic Park is my answer for number one.
Yeah, I
finally just figured out what he's talking about because I couldn't hear him.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I always find it. I'm always jealous of people like Ricky who can get an emotional attachment to music. I listen to music, and to me it's just it's music. I enjoy it, whatever, but I don't get that same. Yeah, I don't get that same emotional attachment, and sometimes I wish I do. And my wife and I used to watch The Voice a lot, and I was always amazed that the coaches, right, would they would make those comments. They're like, "Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, the hairs are standing up. Oh, I'm tearing up right now." And I mean, like, the performer is amazing, but I'm just like, it sounds really good to me, and so I'm always like, I always wish I could have that emotional experience that Ricky is having right now when I hear something, and it has that level of emotional attachment, right, or experience to just a song.
Yeah. So what's interesting, at least about humanity, since we essentially created music as it is that it predates film, probably predates maybe not exactly art, but at least formative art. As like
what is
art? But I'm not going there. But what I'm saying is because you don't necessarily have emotions from a cave painting, because you don't know what was there. You just see the thing. But if you see a cave painting, oh
look, they were hunting buffaloes. That's
but
cool.
You see the cave painting, and then you add some type of underlying score. There's a weird reason why music has evolved the way it did from the huge swelling classical stuff from 17th century and older,
period.
Baroque period and all that, and then has evolved from there. I mean, mind you, some modern music, no emotion, just for making money, but the idea for so Ricky just finished God of War, and there's
beautiful.
So for me, Kratos' theme, which is of course the main theme of the movie or the game, I might as well call it a fucking movie. It hits me deeply, but not the same as Rabe's Lament at the end of the game because of what it's tied to. I can't hear that song without getting teared up. But the battle theme and stuff like that gives me more pumped and things like that. So it's and I know there are people like you, Rusty, who don't necessarily get the emotional aspects of music.
That's just because you're dead inside and you're not a real person.
You're missing you're missing a soul piece.
I love puppies, not music.
So you get emotional about puppies.
Correct.
So one of the
mostly angry.
One of the easiest ways to test music is it's really weird to test the emotional response to music is think of a movie that has a really sad part in it.
Yeah.
And then go try to watch it and then watch it again with the music taken it. And you'll have a different response.
You completely different response. It's the music that matters.
Yeah.
So while I don't know the name of the actual piece, but the part of The Perfect Storm, when it's her voiceover at the end and he's in the water and the wave just comes up, that will get me every time. I don't know the name of that piece, but just hearing that music, my brain goes, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. It does matter because it is emotional manipulation through sound. And the thing is, and music is intelligent. The thing is because we know the structure of music without knowing it. That's the thing.
It's mathematically based. Music is mathematically based within the Fibonacci sequence. And our brains react to the Fibonacci sequence at a very primordial level.
I did not come to do this podcast to get a school lesson from Ricky.
Dude, I took college classes on musical history. I mean, if you want to get into it, we can get into it.
Nope.
He doesn't have emotions, Ricky. It's fine. Yeah. So actually, what Rusty needs, so what Rusty actually needs is some sad music to be playing when he's partying with a puppy.
Yeah,
and then it'll get him.
Have the music from Marley and Me playing while he's giving out.
Oh my god!
So wait, hold on.
My wife would never be able to let a dog go if we did that because she just burst into tears when we just let the last dog go, and she turned around and she was just full on crying.
So actually, that's a good point though. Is there a sad dog scene that will get you in a movie? And if you heard that music, would you react?
Oh,
not you. I'm talking about just Ricky. Oh, no, I'm sorry, just Rusty.
No. When is there music playing when Bambi's mom gets shot?
It was silent when she gets shot, but it's chase music. It's like chase music, fire, and then silence, and then a slow thing as he goes to investigate.
The only thing that gets me emotional is when the touch plays.
You got the touch.
Just the touch. That's it.
I can't take it anymore. I gotta go.
So what we'll do, we'll play the touch over Old Yeller getting shot, and then see if that gets him.
That's super fucked up. You got the touch. He's got to shoot his dog.
You've got the power, and then he's crying.
You got
never been able to make an emotional attachment to anything since the 80s. So that's awesome. Yeah.
So Rusty did a hair too much cocaine and blew out his emotions.
Speaking of that,
yep.
He's like, shut up. No, I didn't.
Shut the fuck up. So, we've talked about this before and about how people get emotional during movies or scenes, and we were just talking about music bringing forth emotions. None of that shit ever happens to me, but it did happen one time. There's one scene in a stupid ass movie.
It's gonna be Boogie Nights.
That really hits because it looks fucking real. Because I've actually done it before, and it's in I Am Legend when Will Smith has to choke out his German Shepherd.
Yes.
Oh God!
Wait! Rusty's having an emotional reaction.
It's fucking horrible, man. Because I have choked out a dog before, and they do start going ape shit towards the end before they pass out. And
of course,
even Will Smith's face, having to kill your dog like that is fucking wild. Yeah. That is the only time during a movie I've ever felt emotion.
Wow. Yeah. No, I mean I felt more emotion other than that, but yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Rusty's upset. Look, Rusty is actually physically upset about this.
Now, Rusty, while you're thinking about, are you picturing?
But what's the music though? What's the music in that scene?
Are you picturing him choking out the German Shepherd right now? Because I know you're a German Shepherd guy.
Yeah, he's turning red. Look at him.
You got the touch.
I completely.
You got the power.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly,
dare to believe
you will get choked out.
Ruin all of it. Just ruin all of it.
Said that I actually forgot about that scene. I think I mentally blocked that.
Oh my God, this would be a fun experiment. Put really big pumping music to super sad scenes and see what happens emotionally. I don't know what to do.
People
it would break your brain
shit like that, and it shows that your brain actually will react to the music before it will react.
Yeah, it'll react to the music instead of what you're seeing. It's funny.
So you'll be all pumped up, and then the visuals will kick in. It's pretty fast because it's your brain thinking, but still, it's all pumped up, and then all of a sudden the sad kicks in. So it's like it's an emotional speedball.
What if they what's the word I'm looking for? They rearrange the song to fit the theme of the scene.
Slowed it down.
So take the touch, but slow it down to that sad music of him choking out the dog. And then but the thing is, you'll be like, you would literally be, what the fuck? Like why? So the music will still have the same effect, but your brain will go, wait a minute. Like
this song's not right.
It's like, wait a minute. Oh my God, that'd be fantastic. Take amazing power ballads, but strip them down, make them more orchestral to fit sad movie scenes, and see what happens.
It's weird is like you talked about how all over the place I am with my music, and I tell people that all the time. I got 4 iPods completely maxed out. I have 25,000 songs downloaded on my PC, and they're all over the place. And it always comes down to emotional response. It's for when I want to be. Hey, you want me to be? You can listen to emotion, and I'll give you a rundown of songs that I'll listen to. If you say angry, do Rough Riders anthem, just jumping right to the top of that list. Fucking Vice Versa by Pastor Troy. Vice Versa kicks in, and it's one of the ones Shaun was talking about the notes. It's it starts out ding, 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 ding. As soon as that kicks in, I can be laughing, and those 3 notes kick in, and I will immediately just want to rage punch the person right next to me for no reason at all.
See, you know what's funny is for me, the Rough Riders anthem doesn't go angry. I don't quit anger to that one.
I do because me and my friends in high school used to run around and do stupid shit with that song playing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got other songs that are more angry songs, but not that one.
I got other angry songs, but it's tied to me being younger and doing stupid shit, hanging out with the wrong people, and that song would literally be playing while we were doing some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I was just thinking also, it's what if we did top 5 DMX songs from movies? Very specific. There's a whopping 4 probably, so we couldn't even get to a top 5.
No, you get to a top 5 usually. Yeah. You got a lot more songs on soundtracks.
I was DMX songs that are on soundtracks. That'd be a little difficult. We have to do a lot of research, but it'd be interesting.
I wouldn't. Anyway. I celebrate his entire catalog. I have it all.
I know, but from movies.
I can do it.
Specifically. Okay. I know you could.
The one from Exit Wounds is my favorite one.
Of course. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. So either way, guys, that was our top 5s, more or less.
Ours are correction. Mine is correct. Theirs are okay, and yours are wrong.
I agree. Mine was correct. Yours was wrong.
That's not what I said. So you don't even listen.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape again, me.
I actually said mine was right, yours was okay, and theirs is wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm still saying mine was right, so it doesn't matter. So either way, guys, let us know your top 5s down below. You can also write in to NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com if you don't just feel like commenting on this video. This is the first time I didn't put it out preemptively. Actually, you know what? I didn't check, because I put out a post, but I don't know if anybody commented on it, so I could check just right quick before we go. Probably not, because I didn't get any notifications.
Just so we're all on the same page, I'm going to watch Jurassic Park as soon as we get off here.
I'm going to go
Let's
watch...
do a watch party. I want to see Rikki cry.
Yeah.
It won't take much, dude. You want to see me cry like a baby, man? Put on the boy in the striped pajamas.
There you go. Actually, I need to go watch... Damn it! I already forgot which movie I wanted to watch.
So it's a World War II Holocaust movie. And
it's about the Titanic, Rusty.
No, it's one of the prisoners.
Yeah.
One of the Jewish prisoners becomes friends with the Nazi officer's son through the fence.
That.
And,
okay. Yes,
and
I know that story. I do know that story.
And it becomes this whole thing. They come up with this plan to help him get out. He's gonna help.
I remember this.
Kid is gonna help.
We watched this. We watched this in school.
And he. So the plan is he's gonna dig in there. They're both gonna put on uniforms, and they're both gonna just kind of walk out together, like they're gonna swap, so that he's dressed up as a Nazi's kid so he can get out. And then the Nazi kid's gonna wait a little bit and go up to the captain and be like, "Hey, I'm stuck in here," and they know him by face, so they'll let him out too. But instead, what happens is the Jewish kid gets out, and then they walk all the people into the fucking gas chambers.
Yeah, so they get the Jewish kid out, and the guy's kid dies.
Oh, and the Nazis. Wow.
It's fucking nuts. And the dad's face when he figures it out. Oh my god! Like I've never felt bad for a Nazi in my life until I watched that fucking.
And then over here, Schindler's doing his thing.
Yeah, no, Schindler gets me every time.
No, but I'm saying like that's happening here, and literally Schindler's over here doing his thing. So
like the end where he's like, I could have done more. I could have just watched. I saved 50 more lives. Like that part. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna cry right now. Fucking talking about it. Fuck y'all, dude. That shit fucks me up, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like for a second there, Rusty looked like he was ugly crying.
Thanks.
Yeah, so, yeah, you did. It's fine. Okay. So either way, guys, we'll see y'all on the regular episode whenever we get a chance to record that, and hopefully by then I will have a brand new computer. So yay for that. So, but we'll see you guys then. And like I said, leave your top 5s down below, and we'll see y'all. And with that,
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.